What's up, everybody? This is Matt Hatfield, tuned in live from Agenda Show in Long Beach, California. I am joined by none other than the founder of Brandblack, Mr.
David Raysee.
David Raysee. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Nice to see you, yeah.
So, take us through this. For a lot of people, they're just starting to get into Brandblack now, and they're starting to hear about it now. When did the whole process start with Brandblack?
I mean, I guess you could say it's been like, 20-something years in the making on some levels, right? I worked at Fila back in the days, I worked at Adidas. I feel like I've been wanting to build this type of product forever. I've always wanted to mix fashion and sport. My background was, my parents were founders of Kenzo, and then I played high school and college basketball. And so I wanted to mix those two. In some respects, it's rewarding to see where the industry's gone in the last couple of years. In other respects, it's irritating for me because the whole market's there now, and it's kind of like the same jackasses that didn't want to listen to me now are all like, it's all about fashion and sport. So like, I kind of wish I would have gotten to have a little bit more, a little bit more time with us doing it all by ourselves.
When was the first actual performance basketball shoe that you had constructed and got to market?
So our first shoe was launched in 13. It was the Raptor, and then that shoe spawned the JC1, so Jamal Crawford's first shoe that we did signature shoe. So it was a variation on that shoe. So that was our first product to market. And again, speaking of trends, at the time basketball, it was all about running, as you know. Now we're sort of, the pendulum's moving back again, but that's really my core thing. And now we're starting to get in some other categories. So I'll be showing you a running shoe in a minute here.
Awesome. A lot of people have wondered, working with JC, how integral is he into the design process and just the building process of the footwear?
He is the most exacting, difficult person I've worked with respect to functional components of his shoes.
Is that a good or bad thing?
It's a good thing because it drives you to make better product. He is really particular about comfort. He wants the shoes to feel worn in. But at the same time, he's slashing and cutting and putting a lot of stress on the product.
It's in his name.
Yeah.
The crossover.
J crossover. So to build a shoe that feels broken in and is really comfortable and also can handle somebody cutting and making moves like that has been really challenging. But it's been great. It makes the shoes better, you know what I mean? So I got two interesting shoes. I have got, first, this is the Ether. The thinking with this shoe was, I love Blue Chip Construction shoes, right? So again, shoe nerds. Blue Chip Construction is this type of shoe.
Right.
That's Chuck Taylors, that's Blazers, that's Pro Models. That's how you made basketball shoes up until the late 70s. I don't really know why they stopped doing it. It's still the best way to build a basketball shoe. It allows you to have a lot of support right across your metatarsal heads, the ball of your foot where you're going to be cutting. It's a great way to make shoes. It's turned into sort of a lifestyle aesthetic. I wanted to take a contemporary, really functional basketball shoe and go back to a Blue Chip Construction. So that's what we have here with the Ether. So we got a knit here, a couple of leather support pieces, and then the Blue Chip Construction. This is our new tooling for us with a new foam that we developed. This is black foam. This foam has 20% more than our last foam. It's such a shocking difference. It's one of those things where it doesn't look as crazy as like, Viz Tech, which usually doesn't do anything other than just cost a lot of money and hurt you. Foams is where it's at. If you develop great foams, it makes a huge difference. You play 4 games in this shoe, it feels like you played 2 games.
And I noticed too with this outsole, it's not just, technically very good, but aesthetically it looks clean as hell.
And that's, and when we finally showed the JC3, again, trying to mix sort of...
You can bring it out if you want, man.
It's coming eventually.
It's coming, okay.
It's eventually coming. Another thing that I really like about those old school shoes is they don't have a lot of padding.
No, they don't.
And what does an ankle brace look like? An ankle brace has no padding.
None.
Right to your foot. The tighter you can get to your foot, the less the shoe moves around, the better support you have. And I'm not doing this because I'm like some revisionist that's trying to get back to the old ways. That was genuinely a better solution than the new stuff that they've done, uppers-wise. Now fusing, there's fusing on this. All these new production methods are better. But Blue Chip Constructions, the thinner uppers, all that stuff, that's a better way to make shoes. It just was a really great way to make shoes.
People always say, oh, your shoes got a haircut. You guys getting not into the low-top basketball game, but you're entering a different market.
Running. Yeah, finally running. This is Run for Your Life. This is a marathon distance racing shoe. Super lightweight. We got our molded stabilizer in the back. That stabilizer, I don't know, you probably saw, we Instagrammed that on a basketball concept that we never made about here. That's why we're not showing the JC3. That inspired a lot of product.
That inspired a lot, okay.
We've been working on this shoe for a long time. We were having a hard time rectifying getting the aesthetics the way we wanted it and have it function at such a high level. Running is so pure, and the guys don't care about aesthetics that much, and we wanted to appeal to that crowd. So this shoe will be, with all the running geek bloggers,
Right.
as well as the fashion side. And again, I think you can wear it as just a fashion sneaker.
Absolutely. I love the unorthodox approach to what the toe box is.
We actually had to develop a new TPU here that stretches because it was hurting some of the runners. They couldn't splay their toes the way they wanted to. So, there's a lot of testing that goes into all of our products.
Well, thank you so much for coming by, man. Thank you so much for talking about all these products. And I'm going to hold it to you on that JC3.
I promise. I love babbling about shoes. It's my favorite. Thank you.
All right, everybody. David Raysee, Brandblack. This is a brand to watch. This is a brand to watch. Okay?